guys, good morning. Actually, it's a little later. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to do some more painting and just sit and talk for right now. We're in the middle of going to be moving this room, so probably the next couple days I won't do any painting. My boy needs this room, so we're going to get in this room. The winter's coming. That's cliche now, and anyway, you may hear some background noise. I apologize. I got a 3D printer printing its last bit before I move it, and I have children. That's not how you know it. That's how you know you win. You have kids. You win at life. When you can spread your genetic code along. Not in an evolutionary sort of way, but in a gift sort of way. So anyway, I'm going to be working on, and again, professionalism. Check, make sure I can see. I did do this earlier, but just want to double check, see where I'm, oops, I bumped my table. I just want to make sure that you guys can see it. I kind of changed a few things around to try to make it better, but it's me. You know what? I'm going to bug you. I'm going to probably move the camera just a little bit more this way, just because I want to make sure you guys can at least see something. Otherwise, yeah, there we go. That's a little better. Excuse the bumps. You know, highly professional here. Highly professional. So today, I'm going to work on like the little bits here, the hands, the shoulder pad trim, skulls, and then I'm actually going to keep these pads green. I have some like ammo here that's need to be done, grenades. So I use a color called field gray. It's actually a green. It looks like the old Army ACUs, if you guys look that up. It's a garbage color, but it makes sense on this one. So, I haven't used it in a while, so I haven't been painting since I started sitting paints again. I was injured for a little while, and I just didn't feel like painting. It gets hard to focus when you're in pain. So what should we talk about today? You know, about a little bit of trust. What is trust, maybe? I don't know. What do you trust in? Let me see if I can change this color on this light. See if it looks a little better. Look, I'm going through the spectrum. I think that one's correct. It's hard to find. I need to get a light that actually has real color. Whoa, that's blue. That's really orange. I think that's the correct one. I think that's what I was on. Yeah, trust. So what are we talking about trust here? You know, trust is a high value commodity. You know. And the thing is, with humans, you can't fully trust everything. Or anybody. Even the people you think you can. And that's not a bad thing, it's just a real thing. You know, I trust my wife, very much so. I trust my brothers and my dad, very much so. I'm gonna get my bug eyes on, because my eyes are not as good, so you guys get to see me with bug eyes. So what is how do you guys figure out how to trust somebody? It's definitely a time-taking process. Let me make sure again that this is on the camera. Yeah, okay, I got plenty of room. you know, is it? And it's kind of cool too when you find a person you can immediately trust within like 2 weeks, and you just know it. Always found that to be very interesting. Just making sure I'm recording. So what I'm doing is just the death head skulls. Any equipment. I'm not doing the purity seals or anything yet. Just everything that needs to be this field green. This is about the only time I need to be kind of technical, or not technical, but just accurate with the brush. And slow down. Remember, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Just take your time, because then you get the thing you want. And you know what? If you make a mistake, just go back over it, right? Oh, like right there. There's a mistake. You know, I had a guy that we've become friends, and he trusted me into something. I'm not going to say what it was, but I was very honored to be trusted. I mean, that's a thing you can get into is, you know, what is your name worth? You know, can we trust each other? And then even when we fail each other in the trust, is there grace and forgiveness for each other? Can it be applied? It doesn't mean you don't have boundaries, but you know, if the person fails you, you can have a boundary. You know? That really works with families too, especially if someone's broken your trust, but he's still blood. What do you do? Well, you can set a boundary and then work on trust again. But the boundary allows for you to have trust. I'm having trouble seeing his hand. The light's not really good. You have to kind of guesstimate. There's a light on this lamp, but I haven't had it charged, and I forgot to charge it. That's okay. It's just a toy soldier, right? We just do the best we can and go for it. Slide under the shoulder pad here. Again, I'm only going to go for about 15 minutes. First of all, my computer can only handle that. So I'm basically going to just do this guy. And then I'll continue on the rest again. Because I think painting tutorials or painting, you know, setting paints, you actually work better on a stream. And I am not good enough yet to do streams. And I don't have enough people either. You know, it doesn't make any sense. You guys can watch this at your leisure. Or leisure. You know, paint something with me while you're listening. And try to be entertaining. No. Now the fun part. Trying to get that pad right there with my crooked brush. Probably need to go get a new one. You know, speaking of trust kind of really makes wargaming. You know, or any type of gaming actually. Can't trust the person to not cheat. How can you enjoy the game? You know, the flipping die rolls, or putting new units on the board without them noticing, or I mean, I don't even understand why you'd want to cheat. I don't get it. You know, I understand you want to win, but you know, in in combat, real combat, you do anything you can to win, right? And that's the most competition that a man can ever do is combat. It's the highest competition because it's life or death, or the life and death of your loved ones. But in gaming, playing by a certain set of rules, well, that's totally different. I don't know. For me, gaming is supposed to be fun. I don't really enjoy the high competition of gaming. I've done tournaments and stuff, and I found out I just don't like it. I like the narrative style of gaming. Oh, I got hair. Darn cat hair. Wonderful pets, right? I like the narrative side of game. I like putting down my toy soldiers on and seeing how they actually, what the battle will do with the way I command things. You know, you could just re-rack again if it's narrative. It doesn't matter. Or even if it's competitive, you can just re-rack. It doesn't matter. You're gonna, you know, Lord willing, it's not gonna be the end of your life if you lose. You know? The important thing is to win at the important things. What are you winning really at? You know? Are you doing what the Lord tells you to do? Are you being obedient to Him as Christian men? You know, or are we just doing what we want to do and not be obedient like spoiled little children? You know, everybody has to learn that lesson sometime. You know, if you're non-Christian, well, you're gonna learn that lesson sometime. And like, well, what about the other religions? Well, you're gonna have to show me proof. I need proof. I don't work on blind faith. Blind faith is for fools. That goes with atheism too. Just blind faith, blind fools. Well, let's see how many people let's see if my 5 subscribers go to 3. Oh wait, one of the subscribers is my other channel, so I'll still always have one subscriber myself. I noticed I missed some black right there. There's one good thing about the wet palette. I did this yesterday and it's still good, so I can go back to it real quick and just correct for it. There we go. Saves on money. The wet palette does save on money. It's really worth the if you're going to continuously paint, you don't have to keep, you know, squirting out paint. Oh, look at that. I missed a big old spot for black right there. Might as well hit it before I go to the next model. I don't know if you can see it between the plasma gun. Oh, there's some more. I don't know if that's even going to be seen. Got a cat here. Where are we at right now? Almost 15 minutes. We'll finish up these packs. But, I don't know, guys. What do you think about trust? Trust in wargaming, trust in life. Just something to really ponder about and really focus on your life. Are you going to be a trustworthy man? Or are you going to be just someone that someone laughs at and just doesn't take you serious at all because you destroyed your trust? think that's enough jibber jabbering. I hope you guys have a good day. God bless. I'm praying for you. And take care.